Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me here for the Taz Effect. Daily news in a way you did not know you could use. It is Friday. Ladies, gents, and everyone in between and on the outer scene. So, you know what that means. We're going to be discussing all of the news that can be found around social media that you all seem to send me. And once again, what is wrong with you? Hey, Nightbird. Hey, Jay. Y'all need Prozac, Lexapro, little St. John's wort, probably some wacky tobacco. I don't know. But let's get into it. Starting off strong. Conversation. $1 trillion or to talk with God. The amount of people going, why would you take the $1 trillion? You don't know what God would have to tell you in the 10 minutes. I could tell you what God would have to tell you. How many times do I have to tell you all to adhere to the wisdom that I embark upon you? I told you all to study to show thyself approved unto me, not unto man. Y'all always think that my blessings are financial in nature. So I give you a choice between taking the blessing that I sent for you to provide for you or sitting down so I can tell you that you're stupid, because that's what's going to happen. You all have no discernment. You're sitting here going, you would forsake God. Money is the root of all evil. No. The love of money is. See, this is why y'all need to stop listening to what a pastor told 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 you. Because God himself in the Handy Daddy Sky Daddy handbook said, study to show thine self approved unto God. And you all are not doing this. God will give you wisdom, biblical wisdom, to supersede secular wisdom. But y'all don't want that. You wouldn't take the $1 trillion because you think magically God is going to give you $1 trillion if you sit down and talk to him. You do realize that your Sky Daddy is omnipresent. You don't need an intercessor in order to speak to him. You don't have to set an appointment. You could look. Let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on. Wait. Watch this. Watch it. Listen. Hey, JC. Been what? 12, 13 hours. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna get to behaving eventually. You know my heart. Anywho, these people think that if you sent them $1 trillion, they should just let it go and come talk to you. You want me to tell them that they can talk to me at any time? Just call upon your name. Okay. Thank you. Talk to you later, homie. Amen and amen. See how simple that was. See how easy that was. 12 13 hours. Yeah, because I'll be getting in trouble. Take the money. How are you sitting here, especially in this economy? Okay, always on bended knee, like you are boys to men in their prime, asking the good old Jesus for a way to make it. And he gives you a way to make it. Not only that, he gives you a way to be your proverbial brother's keeper. And you're like, no, I'm going to sit down and talk to Jesus and wait for his guidance. Hasn't he been giving you guidance since you decided to choose him as your Lord and Savior? But once again, let's circle back to, you only claim a blessing when it's financial, huh? Y'all think I don't pay attention to y'all? You think I don't? You get a raise. Oh, look at God blessing me. You get a new car. Oh, look at God blessing me. You don't look at it as a blessing at the fact that you woke up, that you're breathing on your own, that you're walking about, that you're able to move to and fro, that your brain is still working, unlike Trump. Y'all see that the love of money is the root of it. Yes, the love of money. Not you need money to survive. You need money to survive. Like, is you cold? You cold? I'm wondering about y'all. Okay. Um, Now there's another conversation that kind of sparked up overnight. Okay, and I saw, I got the 50 million messages y'all sent me on this, and to those of y'all, kudos that did finally realize that I do have a public email. One, hobbies, hobbies, hobbies. Just throwing it out there. But here we go. Yes, during Pete Hegseth and Jen Hegseth, the second wife, the upgraded mistress, she loved that promotion that she got. Um, During that interview with Katie Miller, Hegseth was really like, he must not like Stephen Miller. And Katie Miller, I still think that's her kink for people not liking her husband. Hegseth said that he is not the most problematic person in Trump's cabinet. Want to take some guesses? Yeah, I mean, I want to know who the current side chick is to Pete. Well, current Jen does not give him a moment to breathe in the direction of somebody, especially after that one police report that came out saying that he intimately assaulted an unconscious feminine bodied individual. Per the police report. But yeah, Stephen, the uncircumcised penis doppelganger, like Whiskey Leaks, we really didn't need you to tell us that. We knew that Voldemort was going to be the first of all. What is the SPF level of sunscreen that y'all are hosing Stephen Miller down with when you let him come out in the sun? First of all, I don't understand how you're walking around and you're still the complexion of powder. And no, I'm not talking about like physical powder. There's a movie, Powder. Look it up. Look it up. Watch the movie. You'll under. Like, who put powder in the cabinet? Who? Stephen Miller really looks like something that went really, really wrong on the island of Dr. Moreau. Like something that went really, really wrong. He does look just like you, Magpie. He does. Now, there's another big story that's floating about the interwebs. Okay, we're about to get into some Asian business. Okay, we listen and we kind of judge. We a little bit. Okay, a little bit. The H Mart drama. Okay, now, hey Tristina. There are some Asian creators from all throughout the Asian diaspora that have been speaking up specifically about a trio of, as they categorized it, white pandering Asian content creators. I took some notes, okay? Now, those pandering to white people need said white people to sell their extremely high-priced products. And they've created fan bases out of problematic, bigotous, white supremacist, racist white people for their podcasts and everything else. Pandering is a grift. Why go to college? Okay? Why hone your talents when you can just tap dance for the Anglos and all of that Anglo audacity? Here it is. When you've never been a good student and you have no ambition to ever be a good student or a good business person, take your culture and sell it out for a price. Determine that price and mark it up by 1,000, because nothing brings racist white people more joy than believing that cultural appropriation is a luxury item that only they can acquire. So go ahead, sell all of your culture for a minimum of $500 a pop. Because, child, listen, could not be me. Could not be me. Could, it won't be. Now, also making the rounds in the category of course, I understand. Okay, don't even go to the meetings, even though they're anonymous. The alcoholic raccoon that passed out in the bathroom of a liquor store after having some sippy sips, after falling from the ceiling into the back room. With this administration and the way this economy is going, this raccoon can't even get some good DoorDash because the people in his neighborhood obviously don't have DoorDash funds right now. Okay, it's slim pickings with the trash because people they scraping everything dry. Okay, they licking all of the containers. Poor little coon had to he had to drown his sorrows in a little legal shine. Okay. And you're right, Nightbird. That raccoon socks. You may make that raccoon socks. Okay, yeah, the socks. And you're right, Nightbird. That raccoon speaks to all of us. Oh, if we didn't care about our livers and our kidneys, and if our health care was worth a damn, we would all be passed out in the bathroom somewhere. But, shout out to Socks the Raccoon. This weekend, have a drink for Socks. I think he has been released from the drunk tank at this point. Yeah, you're right, Jay. He did go for the top shelf liquor. He's like, times is hard. He looked to the left, he looked to the right, like, ain't nobody here. Top shelf it is. He was like, give me the Reposado. He was like, I will embalm myself. Now, another hot topic making its way all around social media is holiday shopping. To holiday shop, not to holiday shop. Give me the hoard liquor. Yeah, that look, the way he was passed that locked himself in the bathroom. Yeah, that raccoon bitch Socks been through some things, okay? He was like, they done took me through there. But okay, holiday shopping. People are like to shop, not to shop. Because of companies rolling back DEIA initiatives and programs, people aligning themselves with the Trump administration, people doing a lot of things. Capitalists being capitalist on crack, okay? Crack sprinkled a little meth. All right. And I think they bring it LSD back because some of the stuff, hey, if you saw Mrs. Dale in the White House the other day looking like Annabelle that's been run up and through and back and forth, like, yeah. Here's the thing. My best advice to you, especially if you have children in your life, let children be children. Let them have the miracle of Christmas as much as you can. Let them have the magic of Christmas as much as you can. With whatever budget you have, choose smaller retailers, choose small business owners, choose minority business owners. Your girl is one of them. Links in bio. Go ahead. Okay. But let's get serious for just a moment, and then we'll get back to the kiki and hee because it's been a long, 67 weeks this week. Okay. This week has been the longest month thus far in this century of 2025. Let's be real. But let's get serious for just a second. We realize the power that we have. Let me remind you all again. When certain companies were taking advantage of a spike in inflation and claiming that they had to raise their prices so astronomically and multiple times, just sometimes even in the same week, and we were like, cool, we'll keep our coin in our pocket. Okay, we definitely got McDonald's food at home. Okay, we're not doing that. They were like, oh yeah, we found money in the back. Oh, we miscalculated. Let's put these prices back down. We have the power. It is time for us to remember that we have the power. Okay. And to quote our favorite congressional auntie Maxine Waters, reclaim our time and reclaim our power. Stop being manipulated to go into Starbucks because of a cup. They're charging you what they're charging you because they're only sending 10 cups per store and getting you to fight and argue with the employees, who those 10 cups should go to the employees anyway, because y'all treat them employees like shit. You really do. You entitled fucks. And Starbucks isn't even that great a coffee. They sit there and push everybody out to quote unquote get the best beans and don't, you know what? Let me not go there. Anyhow. And then going to Target because of a shiny bag and all, like, come, you got to do better. You got to do better. Like, it's making me side-eye a bunch of y'all when it comes to friendships and relationships, because I'm starting to lose sympathy for y'all. Like, I'm starting to lose sympathy, because if you can be swayed by a gift bag, and maybe it's my age coming, but I remember growing up, and Black Friday was an event. Like, you went to bed early. You got up at 3:00 in the morning to get a shower, get bundled up, get some coffee, hot chocolate. You were sitting in your car before you could get out and get into a line. You had like teams going to different stores, and the doorbusters were real sales. Like, if a kid or a family member or whoever you were buying a gift for wanted something, you knew, okay, this place had 75% off. This is where you were going. And the freebies were worth it. It wasn't some, oh, well, guess what it's going to be? Absolutely not. And the reason why we got away from it is because, once again, you kept going to the store when they kept rolling back and giving you BS. Where are the real shoppers at? Okay. The people who could tell you, close their eyes and tell you where in the store, in their favorite store, stuff was at. People who keep the coupons clipped, digital coupons, whatever, who can tell you the average price. Like, okay, I buy this every 2 months. I know that when I go get it, it's $8.99, $9.53 after tax. Y'all don't even know when the stuff is being marked up. You're not going in and you're not comparison shopping. Because we've gotten into Karen and Richard culture, where you're just trying to scam, aka defraud the companies. Because that's what Karen and Richard behavior is. It's fraud. Call it what it is. Yeah, the Royal Rumble of Thanksgiving. And it's like you're letting them play in your face, and then you're bitching and complaining that you don't have a coin to keep up. If I put a lemonade stand in front of my house, and all the cups are this size, and I'm like, it's $1.50, $1.50, $1.50, $1.50. Then one arbitrary week, I say it's $3. Ain't nothing changed about it. Size ain't increased. Quality has not changed. I'm not throwing any perks in it, and you start paying the $3. No questions asked. Okay. I'm going to let a little bit more time go by. I'm going to raise it to $5 because you're going to keep paying it. And then when it's up to $10 and now you want to bitch and complain while you still in line buying it, why would I reduce the price? Why? You're going along with it. You're saying it's okay. Keep in mind, as society, we set and agree to the societal rules. Price increases are not a necessity. They're not a way of life. It's just somebody going, I want more money in my pocket for what? For what? For what? Yep, for pop rocks and lip gloss in an oversized metallic bag that nobody's going to use. Because at this point, these people are so embarrassed, they're not going to use those reusable shopping bags. And they were good sized shopping bags. But they're not going to use them. They're not going to use them. And the funny part about it is you'll let these major corporations rip you off, flip you upside down, and shake everything, including the lint from your pockets. They will come into your house, flip all of your couch cushions up, take all your change. And then you will go to small businesses, charge it up, and then hit a chargeback. You will quicker try to defraud a company that's trying to make it, somebody who has a passion for something and just now getting to the point where they can sustain themselves and or their family, and you'll nitpick them. Oh, that's too expensive. Oh, I could get this at such and such for cheaper. You're not getting the same quality. You will go to Bethany's sweatshirt and t-shirt emporium, one location on 75th, and go, well, why is this $15? But not bat an eye when you go to ABC Conglomerate and for a lesser quality, same hoodie or t-shirt, they're charging you $100, you'll pay it. Is you cool, bitch? Like, sometimes y'all have me sitting here contemplating whether or not I should just drink calamine lotion, because y'all be having the center of my soul itching. They're not haggling, they're defrauding. Let's call it what it is. The same people, there's a hair in my food, there's damage right here, knowing that there ain't nothing there, causing a ruckus to get 10% off of something. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You can't get it that day. And quite honestly, as somebody who lives by a very, very strict budget, if I put myself on a budget, if I say, okay, week to week, I'm not going to spend, let's say, more than $300. Okay? I don't care if I load up the total and I'm like, okay, it's $300.02. We're 2 cents over. We got to take something off. I'd rather go under than over, because if I start convincing myself, oh, it's just 2 cents, then it's a quarter, then it's $1, then it's, one thing when I've put something back or going, okay, I can't have this week, I kid you not, I will find something better suited for me or something that I like better when the money is better. You don't have to go out here and defrauding people. And let me tell you, as a small business owner, you go to my merch store, because somebody tried it a couple years ago, a TikTok creator, don't play with me and my money. Do not play with me and my money. I will be your 13th to 315th reason why. Okay? I will have you getting a Ouija board to talk to your 7th-time great granddaddy to see if he can go ahead and suck you back up into his ball sack. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play. You shouldn't take money out of nobody family mouth. But you try to take something out of my household? Oh, baby, listen. Baby. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Don't let it. Don't do not let it. Okay. Okay. Now, there's another story, and quite a few people have asked me about this during the week, and I intentionally left it for this show for a reason. And that is ICE in Dearborn, Michigan, abducting members of the Muslim community. And the reason why this week I said I was going to leave it for Friday is this. One, first of all, it's Muslim. There's no Z in it. Okay. Two, Muslim is a religion. I need you all to stop acting as if white people cannot be Muslim as well. There are white people who are Muslim. They're specifically going after Black and brown Muslims. This is a case of a subset within a community putting a target on the community as a whole. And yes, there are people from the Muslim community that were very vocal during this last race to POTUS Mountain. Okay. They were anti-Black. They wanted to align with Trump. And there were even people like, oh, I can endure Trump presidency and even if it hit the fan, this would still help our cause. No, intentionally martyring your community, potentially having them genocided out of a nation isn't going to do what you think it's going to do. And I say this, and I know it's not going to be popular with a lot of people, but we cannot keep having conversations removing context and removing nuance. No community is a monolith. There are subsets within communities that do have leaders that they individually get behind, and they, into those subsets, have said, yes, this person or this collection of people speaks for me. But we cannot let a handful of anyone from any community overwhelmingly represent the entirety of a community. And we cannot get to the point of unwillingly, unconsciously aligning with white supremacists in cheering on the demise of communities. Because once again, everything that they do to one community is a litmus test to the rest of the communities. Once we show that we are comfortable or even gleeful with it happening over there on here, they're going to do it on here. Okay? They will do it to us because they're like, oh, you like it, we love it. Just like there's a young lady on TikTok that was on the computer filling out her new FAFSA form. And they asked her basically, what brand of white are you? At the top of that list was German. They are now categorizing Euro-Americans for a reason. And she's like, oh, I guess it's not that bad, sweetheart. Sister Cat, it is that bad. They're going to keep whittling it down because every Euro-American is not acceptable in their eyes. Keep in mind, this was not Hitler's playbook. This was our playbook all along here in the United States. It is abhorrent that so many people think that it is okay to be, quote unquote, single issue voters, as if everything on any ballot does not affect them. That whatever leadership you put in, we are now under that leadership. That is now our representation. And we truly, truly, truly have to stop forgetting that. So, yes, my heart aches for those of the Muslim community in Dearborn, Michigan, and other places that are being abducted, accosted, etc. My heart goes out to those children that are being traumatized. Because it wasn't the entirety of the Muslim community that said egregious things. It wasn't the entirety of the Muslim community that did not want. They're like, you know what? Anybody but Kamala. It wasn't the entirety. And if you're going to have smoke for anybody, have smoke for the Green Party and Putin's party girl, Jill Stein, the cicada of politics with zero intention to win. Whoops. Now, on from there, folks outside of the United States, leave Black Americans, our culture, and our cuisine the hell alone. Y'all can seem to research any and everything but American culture, specifically Black American culture. And I've said this before. I am very well known for asking people about their lived experience, what goes on in their country, what goes on in their region, especially when I'm preparing for a seminar, when I'm preparing to teach a class or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about your history. It's okay. Ask. A book might have it wrong. Even a peer-reviewed paper may not have all the nuance in it. Cool. Ask people. Because really people, especially in the UK, y'all, our biscuits are not your biscuits. We're not eating scones and mac and cheese. And Black people are not opposed to the war ration struggle meals of the UK because we don't know how to use silverware. We know how to use silverware. Who told y'all that we don't know how to use silverware? We just don't want everything in eel gelatin. And here's the thing. You don't have to be flaming racist. Like you don't. You don't. Bear with me. Y'all know I'm gonna bring the receipts. Here we go.
Now, I have been watching an awful lot of American families eating their Thanksgiving lunches. And I hope you all had a wonderful time. And there's been a wide variety of food on show, and I hope you all really enjoyed it and had a wonderful feast. That's what it's all about. I just want to make just one little tiny point here that I'm sure some of that is absolutely delicious because I hadn't tried it. But if you ever criticise British cooking again, I will get a bit cross. Now, I'm sure that plenty of what I'm looking at looks delicious. But I have just seen something that I'm told was a turkey neck boil. It had bits of corn in it, and I'm not sure what, and it was in some kind of polystyrene box. I mean, I'm sure it's delicious. I don't know. I haven't tried it. And then there was the pink goop and the green goop.
What green goop?
And the casseroles. And like I said, I don't know whether it's nice or not because I can only see it.
The pink goop and the green goop from a woman who eats mushy peas, and beans on toast. And don't forget bangers for breakfast. But I went into the comment section. There were multiple people who sent this to me. And y'all know I don't be snitching on y'all unless you get too egregious. Then yeah, I'm gonna tell people that you sent me the stuff. But in the comment section, there was a woman named Susie that said turkey neck boil sounds like it might be soul food, ? Which is often a tradition carried down from slavery when enslaved African Americans got the trash parts of the animal / vegetable and had to make the best of it. Similar to fry bread, for Native Americans, or honestly, even kind of sort of like potatoes for the Irish. There's a cultural pride that comes from making award winning lemonade out of moldy lemons, you know? Even a lot of white Americans have this ancestry. And she goes on to say more. Very, very good take on it. Like, hey, lady, roll it back. Like, maybe not do that. And I looked up turkey neck boil. It actually looks pretty appetizing. And the corn, she made it seem like there's just loose corn. Y'all know what a seafood boil is. You know the type of corn, like it's corn on the cob, like cut up. Think of it like that, but just with turkey necks. Some of the turkey neck boils had some gravy, some didn't. The only British food I know is beans on toast. Honestly, don't want to know. Magpie, consider yourself lucky. One of those times I got bored and decided to rabbit hole some stuff. Never again. Never. Sometimes I should not be so curious. Sometimes I need to switch off the research portion of my brain. And then I went through like different time periods and no. Now, the person in the video, Ann Russell, she said underneath that comment, and I quote, "I'm generally a huge fan of peasant food, putting the work in to make offcuts delicious. However, presentation is super important." I want you to think, okay? Go into the depths of your memory, okay? When have you ever seen a picture of British food and been like, yeah, that's appetizing. I want that. And no, I'm not talking about imports from other countries into Great Britain. No. We're not talking about fast food. No, staple, like, these are people who like to put things in gelatins and eel oil, and yeah. Now, from there, someone said, when she said peasant food, now we're going to get to the definition of peasant food in a minute. Amazing that in the year 2025, the English still use the word peasant. And claps back. It's merely a word used by those with a decent vocabulary. I have some vocabulary words for you, Anne. I have some vocabulary words for you. Unfortunately, because of the time of day it is, I can't say it on the airwaves. But holla back, girl, like you Gwen Stefani. Now, Susie came back with the comeback, okay? I like Susie. Susie, if you're watching or you're listening, you cool in my book for right now. Susie said, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that's just a part of the term peasant food. Like that's just what that category of food is called. There's plenty of terms we use in American English that have problematic wording. Okay? Peasant food is defined. Of course, I looked it up. Peasant food staples included grains, coarse bread, and pottage, a thick stew of grains, vegetables, and sometimes meat. Other common foods were root vegetables, beans, and dairy products like cheese. The diet was generally simple, made from locally grown or foraged ingredients, with meat being a less frequent and more prized part of the meal. Peasant food is British food. Dumbass whore. And you eat peasant food while you're sitting here trying to come for Black American cuisine with that straw hat of a hair on top of your head and your crisscross twisted face. Like, how is your face shaped like an S? Like, that gives whole new meaning to S curl. Like, girl, when people say, you know, I like a woman with curves, they don't mean just in the face. Okay, let's see. Do you think Pamela Anderson is pushing purity with this new no makeup line? No. Pamela Anderson is a capitalist. Pamela Anderson is a capitalist who likes to softly appropriate from Black women. Let me tie this together for you all. For quite a few years now, Alicia Keys has been lying to folks, okay? Saying, oh, I'm makeup free. I've given up makeup. Girl, okay? We know skin tint when we see it. We know, like, come on. And Pamela Anderson is like, I see people jumping on this bandwagon. I see how, Black women are getting this. And Pam Anderson is past the bombshell days. And this isn't like old Hollywood where, she could still parade around as a bombshell. And old Hollywood bombshells really didn't get old. They didn't age. And she needs a new shtick. She's running out of alimony money. Okay, and Baywatch ain't in syndication all like that. Okay. In her little movies, we don't have Blockbuster Video anymore, and family videos all like that for people to go rent it. So she needs a new cash cow. So I don't think it has anything to do with purity culture. She needs to find a way of still cashing in on her moneymaker, and her moneymaker is beauty. It's the beauty industry, but she's not the standard. She's not the unattainable standard that she used to be. There were white women that were getting all the water bras and push-up bras and all this other stuff to look like Pam Anderson. She and you also have to realize we're now getting to the point where we can see the long-lasting effects of plastic surgery. Because before, people who had a whole lot of plastic surgery, they're not around, so we couldn't really see how things settle. And we're seeing it now, but this is her moneymaker. And do I believe that Pam Anderson is an astute businesswoman? Yes. Do I wish Pam Anderson would realize how astute of a businesswoman she is? Also, yes. Because she could break into a lot of other things. She could expand past physical beauty. She could get into fashion. She could get into style. She could get into self-help. She could get into, how to find yourself after this point. She could really write a book of, her journey in figuring out the woman that she is. But she is stuck on, even though she's trying to say that she's not stuck on how people got to know her and that she's made that her personality, it's showing, yes, it is. It is a bad time to be pushing that, but honestly, when is it a good time to push it? It's no different than the people who get on here and go, me all the time about my skincare routine. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And here's the key. Once again, y'all might not be ready to hear this. It does not matter how much money you spend on stuff and all the stuff that you put on your face. You do realize people have been ageless and have had impeccable skin before putting $200 worth of product on their face. You can do all of that. If your diet is crap and your genetics are crap, everybody got an auntie, a sister, a cousin, or somebody, or an uncle that washes their face in the shower when they wash the rest of their body and impeccable. We also know people who don't drink anything but water, eat all the good stuff, and they look like a Nestle Crunch bar. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Now, here's something. Well, before we get to that, now we know we don't like Stephen A. Smith. Okay, Stephen, Anglo adjacent wannabe Smith, got corrected and humbled and picked up and put in his place by a Black woman, of course. Of course, you have been secret. You're very blessed. Yes, you are. I'm so silly. Yeah, this shit recently, yeah, it's aging all of us. But Stephen A. Smith, you know what? Just take a listen. Y'all gonna love this. Okay, get ready to clap. Get ready to clap.
That's why the military said it won't follow unlawful orders from their commander-in-chief. Okay. Now, given the fact that the secretary himself said that, I'd love to give you the opportunity to perhaps change your position on what you said.
I'm not changing a thing.
Okay.
I didn't stutter when I said it.
You want to stay loud and wrong?
I didn't.
I love Sunny. Should you want to stay loud and wrong? Like Stephen A. Smith, you are hired to talk about sports. Okay, you rarely get that right, but you want to talk about everything but sports. And MAGA, well, Republicans, period, that are like, just shut up and dribble. Why don't y'all tell Stephen A. Smith to just stick to his job description? Now, Stephen A. Smith's daughter, hey, Sister Cat, I need you to start coming back to work with your daddy, because when you go to work with your daddy and you humble him, you also keep him on track. Okay? Okay. And I thought you was getting him some real game from men. Like, girl, come on. Yep, but she clocked him. She clocked him. Now, yesterday we talked about it a little bit, but we have a bit more on little Miss S.A. Grift. Y'all not, you know what? Just listen.
Even though they're saying that my writing isn't good and things like that, I think we can all agree that it doesn't deserve a 0 if you turn in the assignment.
So this.
Yes. She believes that just by turning in the assignment, she shouldn't have gotten a 0. But I thought it was about persecution. See, she's letting it slip. Here's the thing. Keep in mind, she is a junior in college. That is not how she actually writes. She's in a sorority. Okay. I don't know how many sorority girlies we got out there. I don't know how many fraternity guys we got out there. This listening, this watching. Okay. You have to keep a higher GPA, generally speaking, than what the school requires to be in good standing. So there's no way she's been writing at this level all of this time. Number one. Number two, if you have not looked up Ms. Fulnecki's essay, please do. There's no title. There's no citation. There's nothing. As an educator, I wish you would just turn something in. That does not mean, girl, this ain't the SATs. You're not getting points for putting your name on there. And if you weren't aware, yes, you get points for getting your name right on that SAT. So, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely. I turned something in, so that means I should have got some point. No. No. Let me explain something to you. Okay. You and before you go, this is an extreme example. Yes, because extreme example seems to be the only thing to work with the general public. Okay, the public at large. Okay, if you're not this simple, just rock with me, okay? If you have to have open heart surgery, okay, do you want your surgeon to be the one that went through school by just showing up and getting points for showing up in class? What was that again? Was that an astounding no? Okay. And keep in mind, Miss Fulnecki, pre-med. Do you want a doctor, a nurse, or whatever she's pre-med to be? Do you want them to go, well, I think you should give me some I showed up. I clocked in. Like, that should count for something. I mean, yeah, I gave him the wrong medicine, but I mean, you shouldn't write me up for that or like ding my license because I mean, I gave him something. No, she didn't even need that course. She went and took an undergraduate, she took an underclassman course that she didn't need. She looked at all of, like I said yesterday, she looked at all of the professors and the time slots that were offering that course and was like, oh, trans professor, I'm going to go there. And once again, for the faux Christians, this is, again, what y'all do. There's no agenda against you. Nobody's stuffing anything down your throat. You all go and search out something and then pass it along to one another. Why? What's not for me, what I don't like, where I'm uncomfortable, guess what I don't do? I don't go there. I don't look up the stuff. But honey, let's round out today with something I know y'all didn't have on your bingo cards. I know you did not have on your bingo cards. Now, every melanated community, okay? There have been diaspora awards, okay? The Asian Diaspora Award has been intermittent this year. The Black Diaspora Award, you name it, we done had it. Guess who is now having a very public diaspora award? To Europeans. Listen. Oh, listen.
If you've grown up in America, I've done full German citizenship. You can take away my American citizenship. I'm fully a German citizen. Where will you go? Where will you go? Chicago, but that doesn't matter. I have it. Thus, you're American. You call yourself European. I'm European. Born and raised. Du hast so Akzent. Du bist European. Du bist mit Akzent. Ich spreche fließend Deutsch mit keinem Akzent. Hey, I'm not joking. Get it out of your system. You're going to tell me you're European. I am European. What is that? Ich spreche fließend Deutsch. You've been repeating the same line all the time.
Oh, the satisfaction. The satisfaction I got. You're not German. I am. I have German ancestry. Where were you born? Chicago. That doesn't matter. I'm European. I was born in Germany. From all of the Anglo audacity of Euro-Americans going, you need to go where you came from. Y'all can't go back. Y'all can't go back. The moment that y'all said that y'all was white, they're like, White people are in the United States. Cultural people with heritage are in Europe. Hey, bitch. You don't come around here with that. Don't come around here. Man, I know you. From Deutschland. You from where? He was like, America, go over there. And what y'all can't see, the other white people just looking like, is this what it feels like when we say this? Yes. I am so here for the white on white crime. I am so here for it. Boy, I am here for it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Joe. Okay, okay, I don't know why our light doesn't want to stay on. We'll figure that out later. So now the United States is asking y'all to break down what flavor of white you are. And Europeans are like, we don't claim them over there. See, See, American white folks. Hey, you cool whips, just at $29.99 and send a Norwegian home. All right, secret. But look, you cool whips. See, y'all are all like, culture is to be shared until you think that it's white culture, then you don't want to share it. Well, guess what? Those that you hail from, they like new phone. Who this? I don't think so. Ooh, cool whips, you're melting. You're melting in the snow. No, he straight told her, you're not European. Where were you going? It reminds me of like when the cool whips come up to somebody and go, well, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Nebraska. No, like, where are your people from? Nebraska. No. Like, originally, where are they from? Nebraska. Cool whips. Don't go back. Don't go over to Europe. They don't want you there. Okay, they already complained about y'all all over all of the tourism sites. Okay, they say that y'all messy, you're sweaty, you always trying to defraud people. They don't want you over there. Okay, they don't mind the rest of us coming, even though they are kind of racist. But they don't like y'all. They don't like y'all. Stephen said, I tell people all the time, your fifth grandpa was European, you were not. Yeah, you're right. The cool whips. They don't cool whips. You the Europeans said, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to claim you. I can't even call you the redheaded stepchild. They didn't even put you up for adoption. They Great Depression y'all. They just put you out on the front porch with a sign. They ain't even try to sell you. They were like, free to a good home or just free to another home. You have to tell your Italian brothers and sisters that they ain't white. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm gonna be honest. I did not see that one coming. I did not. I did not see. I did not see that one coming. Cause Lord. I'm thinking, hold on. Wait a minute. He said, she said, I am European. I'm German. He said, no, you're not. Where was you born? Well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the cool whips to start blood quantuming one another. And the cool whips love they love a private club, okay, so that they can be exclusionary. Now we know they're not gonna do like Stars of David again. So what you think they're gonna use this time? They can't use the SS again. What you think they're gonna use? Is it gonna be a pin? Is it gonna be a card? Is it gonna be a necklace? Maybe it'll be a tattoo. Maybe one of them black light tattoos. Yeah, they're gonna be DNA script. They ain't gonna be so proud of that 2% sub-Saharan African. Okay, let me get it together. Yeah, that's why their white towns are failing. Because they don't have nobody to steal from. There's no ingenuity. And white people aren't the best at like making stuff that's sustainable. From Cameroon, yeah. Well, that completes our time. And thank you for enjoying this first week of the Taz Effect on GCPR Radio. Make sure you tune in tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern for the Kennedy Effect. I will see you all tomorrow early evening for Porch of No Judgment with Angry IT Nerd and Miss Jen. And then, of course, on Sunday night with The Villain's View. As always, each one teach one, each one reach one. And if you would like to help keep everything going, make sure you check out all the links in my bio and do things appropriately. Until next time, be good, or at least good adjacent.